I was treated worse than a dog. It's the coercion and manipulation, it's the brainwashing and conditioning.
The police knew about this gang, social services knew.
We know that 1,400 girls were groomed and sexually assaulted in Rotherham. I think the scale is likely to be bigger in Bradford.
I was receiving a lot of injuries. I had broken bones, I was black and blue at times, black eyes constantly.
Fiona should have been safe here. This former children's home, the third she'd lived in during the late 2000s. And yet, she was systematically groomed by men who would pick her up in cars outside, then abuse and rape her.
I was treated worse than a dog. I was treated so bad. It isn't just the sexual harm or the sexual violence, it's the coercion and manipulation, it's the brainwashing and conditioning. There's a lot of that goes in, and once you've been brainwashed and conditioned, you're stuck with that conditioning for life.
From the age of 14, Fiona was exploited in and around Bradford for 5 years. These are some of the men who were jailed in 2019 for raping and abusing her and another girl. But now, speaking for the first time, a care worker who worked in the home where Fiona lived has revealed she reported some of those same men to police and social services as far back as 2010. We've changed her voice and name to protect her identity.
Every time she went out, I used to phone social services and the police to make them aware of what I thought at that time was going on, which was that she was getting groomed. I phoned that often. I actually got told in the end to stop phoning, and the police actually told me to stop wasting their time or I'd be in trouble for it. So at that point then, after this went on for quite a long time, I decided to just check it upon myself and find out names, get reg plates, and basically meet these people, because I actually thought that one of these days she was going to be found dead and nobody would know what had happened to her.
And what did you do about it at that point?
I went to a meeting with social services, and this gang were known. Social services knew. They knew about this gang, the police knew about this gang.
And what did they say?
They just looked at it that she was trouble. But she wasn't. She wasn't trouble, they were. She had nobody that looked out for her, nobody wanted to help. They just wanted to bury their heads in the sands as to what was going on.
We've gained access to these supervision records from when Fiona was under the care of the children's home. These are records used to raise any concerns and help keep children safe. And yet they state that while Fiona was at a high level of risk from unknown males, the agreed intervention was not to report to the police unless there's a concerning change in behaviour or staff witness an incident, such as Fiona being dragged into a car.
We showed those records to Fiona. She'd never seen them before now.
It's absolutely baffling, because it's just to say that I'm high risk of sexual exploitation, but rather than intervene, they've put another obstacle in place. It's basically made it easier for me to be sexually exploited and targeted, because unless I'm dragged kicking and screaming, no one's going to help me, even though they know what is happening.
And you're in the care of the authority. Yeah.
And during these periods as well, I was receiving a lot of injuries. They knew really bad stuff were happening to me, but instead of trying to help me, they made it harder for anyone to help.
In response to Amy's claims, West Yorkshire Police told us it recognises victims and survivors of child sexual exploitation and abuse were failed in the past, and significant improvements and investments have been made into tackling this offending. While Bradford Council, which was responsible for Fiona's care at the time, told us we know there were serious failings in how the council and other agencies responded at the time, and we have apologised to Fiona for that. The findings of the review were shared with the independent inquiry into child sexual abuse and the Home Office, and we have acted on its recommendation to improve how we protect children today.
It's absolutely baffling.
The men who groomed Fiona were sent to jail. Her direct abusers held accountable. She now hopes the same for institutions, who she says also failed her.